I get to talk about housework. Nobody's hobby is housework. So if I had something that could cut your cleaning time in half, would you be interested? How about if I had it at a clearance sale price that was one of the best prices I've ever seen?
Yes.
I know that because I work here and I just recently replaced my mat, and that's the price I paid with my discount.
There you go.
These are the top of the line, the biggest Don Aslett scrubbing mats. And they're called AstroTurf. I've got two colors for you. This happens to be what I've got at my front door.
Yep.
The original you brought to me how many years ago?
20.
I had this mat for 20 years before I had to replace it again. And I'm talking, I got a whole bunch of feet that come through that door.
Yeah, right.
How are you, my friend?
Good, Dan.
This is John Holt. John is Don Aslett's cleaning representative.
Yeah.
Their secret as a professional cleaning company is to mat every single door.
Every commercial job we get, banks, universities, hospitals, hotels, every single door that we walk into in our cleaning business has this mat in front of it. They don't look this good.
Yeah,
they don't have the pattern on it.
Well, it's a bigger mat, so if you've got double doors like French doors, it's perfect. Or just a single door, they look great. But what you may not see are hundreds of thousands of these little plastic scrapers.
That's right.
Like spatulas that are going to get the bottom of your shoes, even if you've got a grip or a tread.
Yeah, I've got my work boots on here, which has, you know, I have a tread on the bottom of my boots, as you can see. What happens is these bristles gets up in there. Now, I already have 10 pounds of dirt in this doormat. Both of these mats have 10 pounds in it.
Oh, they do?
Nobody can see the dirt in it. I didn't spill any dirt yet. Here, let me show you something. I'm going to pick this one up. And the darker one is called the wheat field.
Okay.
The lighter one is the sandbar.
The wheat field is the more limited.
Right, this one here, this has been our favorite color. Now watch, I'm going to pick this up. Here goes 3 months worth of dirt that would normally come into your house. Now how does this work? Okay, what you're going to see here is some great animation of the hundreds of thousands of scraping blades these mats have. You wipe your feet, the dirt falls to the bottom of the doormat, okay, but it stays there. It doesn't go through onto your deck, okay? Now, that way the mat always looks clean. So if you get 40 pounds of dirt that comes into your house over the course of a year, this is what 40 pounds of dirt looks like.
Now, yeah, imagine bringing all of this in at one time and just dumping it on the hardwood floor.
That's a lot of dirt right there. Now, let's fill it back up. Here's 5 pounds of dirt right here.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to shake it over the doormat. You ready? Now, where does it go?
It just disappears.
I'm not even looking. I'm looking at the camera, at you guys at home. But look at this. All the dirt. See, what happens is the next person that stands on this mat is standing on a clean mat. So when they come into your house, you're still going to have a clean floor.
As friendly as your doormat might be right now, it says the word welcome.
Yeah.
Unless the dirt can pass the top surface, you're not preventing dirt from coming into your house at all.
Here's a rubber welcome mat. And here's a cocoa mat. Now, let me get another tub here.
Got it?
Here's what happens. Cocoa mats are very popular. You can find them in every single store. And they're all about 2 feet wide. Your door is 3 feet wide. So, get a bigger mat. Now watch, I'm going to take just a small handful of dirt, and that's what happens. It sits on the top.
You're going to track that in.
Let me try to rub that into the mat. It's still on the top. Now, over here on the rubber mat, take a look at this over here. It sits on the top. These are not functional mats. Now, even though you can see some of the dirt here, if you came down lower, you would actually see it's all below the surface. Now, here's how long the bristles are. You can't even see my fingernail anymore. They're almost an inch long, so all the dirt falls to the bottom of the mat. You always step on a clean doormat.
In the wheat field, I've now am limited down to what, less than 200.
Wow.
And then they're gone. These are clearance sale priced. Part of the reason why I picked up a new one, and I had my old mat 20 years.
That's a good time. Okay.
I picked it up because they were clearance sale pricing.
Yeah.
That I can't get it if they sell out. So 40 bucks becomes the ultimate way at any door to greatly reduce the amount of dirt that comes into it. And I got to tell you, my dogs, they like the way it feels.
Oh, I have an 18-year-old cat who can barely walk anymore.
Yeah.
He lays on this outside on his back and kind of just rubs himself with it.
That's funny. We have 100 left in the wheat field, and then they're gone. On the videotape, you're going to see some colors that I'm sorry are already sold out. But look at that. That's
Okay.
another 5 pounds of dirt.
10 pounds. I
10
put a
pounds.
second jug in there. So here's how I have it in front of my main door, sideways. But at my mudroom
Yeah,
door,
same here.
where everybody comes in, I put it lengthwise.
So you've got to hit it at least
yeah,
2.5 steps.
My pets touch, each one of their paws touch it twice. My kid, you know, he doesn't wipe his feet. He just walks across it. Okay, so this is your #1 cleaning secret. Now, here, let me pick this one up, Dan.
Right.
Here's another 10. You guys thought this was clean the whole time, right?
I tell you what, you can't tell.
Here's another 10 pounds. Now look at this.
That's impressive.
So I just poured 30 pounds. This is 30 pounds of dirt that I have on these mats out here. That is 3/4 of a year right there.
I tell you what, my producer just got in my ear and I was thinking the exact same thing. It's like, oh, that would destroy a hardwood floor. The wheat field, by the way, is now gone.
All right, so I'll get rid of this guy. Sorry, guys.
And we're down to our final 800 left in this color. They look great for years. Now, I dump mine out about once a month. And honestly, sometimes I forget.
Well, I have a blacktop driveway, and then off of that, I step onto my cedar deck, and then into my house. I don't get a lot of dirt in my house, but if you've got a dirt driveway,
I live on a farm.
well, okay.
John, sometimes what looks like dirt at my house isn't dirt.
No, well, it could be animals.
We have livestock. So
Yeah.
coming in the front door and wiping our feet has been a ritual. And I'll tell you what, we really don't do a whole heck of a lot of mopping. And I see how much dirt is in this mat in a short period of time.
And I just dumped it in one little area. I didn't even try to get it all over everything, but that's another 10 pounds of dirt. Here.
If you want this in this color, and let me double check, it's called Sandbar. I now have a few hundred of them left, and that's it. Clearance sale priced, and then they are gone. Now, are you bringing us a new and improved, a better version, or?
No, we have
'Cause I'll tell you,
smaller ones here, but
I've never
none
seen
of
the
size.
big ones or bigger than this.
So here's a realistic demonstration. I have a little bottle of water and a tray of dirt. I'm going to make believe it's raining outside. So I just got this all wet. Now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to step in the mud.
Wait, this is where I help you.
Look at the bottom of my shoe there.
Yep.
There's got to be 500 grains of dirt on there. Now watch. I'm going to step onto the doormat. I'll give 1, 2 quick wipes. Take a look at my shoe again. It's perfectly clean.
Yeah.
That is what these mats do. Less sweeping, less vacuuming, less mopping.
And it's an attractive mat.
It is.
I now have less than 500 to go around. That's it. And then they are gone. I don't even know if we have an additional airing scheduled for these.
No, this is
at this point. So take advantage of the #1 cleaning secret. Don Aslett was the owner, and still is, of one of the largest cleaning companies in America.
He recently retired. You know that?
I did know. Well, you know what? It's funny, though. His idea of retirement is still working harder than most people.
Oh, he's still out doing speeches and seminars. He'll never stop.
He's an expert in cleaning. He put himself through college in Pocatello, Idaho. Didn't want his parents having to pay for it by working late at night, cleaning when people were sleeping.
Yeah.
So he would go in and clean banks at midnight and college campuses. And now the cleaning company, what is the number?
400 million square feet.
Every night. The very first thing they do when they get a contract is they mat every external door. It's what we did here. And it greatly diminishes the amount of dirt that's brought in, so it cuts down on your cleaning time. So you've got a really attractive mat, looks great, but even more importantly, it's trapping that much dirt.
And if you notice, this has what we call the Greek pattern that goes on all 4 sides of the mat. It just makes it look more decorative. And again,
agreed.
Your mudroom door, put it lengthwise. So when people come into your house, people that don't wipe, sold it.
Okay, listen.
All right, Dan.
Do what you can. We've got several items that have sold out. Our first time ever airing the Grandpa Gus mouse repellent, that's gone as well.